News. I'm Michael Anos. Just into us. Positive identification now. The body found in a Georgia landfill is that of 7-year-old Florida girl Summer Thompson, now identified through dental records. So heartbreaking. And within the hour, cops now focusing on a new lead, a vacant home right on the route where she walked home from school.
The home at 1080 Gano is the location of a home that is vacant. There was a house fire there a few months ago. The owners of the home do not live there, and it was vacant, and we do not know, obviously, how this ties into, the crime scene per se. But since it is the last known area where Summer was seen, we have obtained permission from the homeowner to go in and process it through FDLE's crime lab.
Okay, there's the lead on an investigative front, but what about on a heart level? Think of Summer's mom. Couldn't even fathom what she is going through. Just last night, she spoke at a vigil and through her tears, thanked her supporters.
I don't know what to say. I don't know how I can ever repay any of you for helping me, for looking for my baby. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I mean that sincerely, and if I have anything to repay any of you with, I will do it.
And soon after that, she collapsed. Mom, I'm talking about here, had to be carried back home. And we are expecting a news conference. We're expecting to hear from Summer's mom, Dina Thompson. If and when that happens, we'll bring that to you. Right now, I want to bring in our expert panel. Joining us once again, Mike Brooks, HLN law enforcement analyst. Also with us, Pat Brown, criminal profiler, as we try and dig deeper to who might have done this. And joining us as well, Drew Petrimo, reporter, WDBO Radio in Orlando. And we'll take your calls at 1-877-TEL-HLN. I'm sure your heart breaks as well as mine and all of us covering this story. Drew, let's start with you. Let's hit on that lead. What more do we know about this house? That's the most concrete lead it seems we have at this point.
Yeah, it's about 500 to 600 yards away from Summer's school. Apparently, that's the last place she was seen by her brother and sister as she walked home. If the story goes, she walked a little bit ahead of her brother and sister after they got into a little bit of an argument. And about in front of that house, it's an abandoned house, was the last place that they saw her before she basically vanished. Now, it's an abandoned house, but the owners are cooperating with the investigation. They've moved in an FDLE forensic mobile unit, and they're basically combing this house for any kind of clues. Exactly what led them to go inside and really get inside and key on this house forensically is not exactly clear. You have to think there's something more than just they were last seen out in front of this house for them to really go in that intensely.
Okay, want to let everybody know any moment now, Dina Thompson will be speaking. Summer's mom. We'll bring that to you. Real quick, though, we have it now. Couldn't even imagine right now as we see Summer's mom, Dina Thompson, so brave. You can imagine the emotions. We will hear from her in just a moment. We saw her last night at the vigil. They sang Summer's favorite song, You Are My Sunshine. This is going to be difficult as we listen to Summer's mom, Dina Thompson, you see, gathering herself before addressing us, addressing the media. Let's listen.
Just wanted to come out and again say thank you to everybody who looked for my baby, who has been taken from me by someone. And I said yesterday on the news that I didn't care if you ever got into trouble. I want you to know that I will not sleep until this person is found. I hope they get you, and I hope they make you pay for a long, long time. You don't take from somebody, you didn't take her from just me, you took her from my family, you took her from all of these people, and you don't do this to a little baby and put my baby in the trash like she's nothing. That's not okay. This is not okay. I basically just wanted to say thank you for everybody, for everything, for the donations. I don't know how I would have afforded any of this.
Dina, are they giving you any kind of indication as to you've said that you were so concerned about Summer being so trusting. She's lovable. She hugs everyone she knows. Do you think that maybe this was someone that she had recognized in the neighborhood that maybe she went with?
I hope not. I hope not. She doesn't know a stranger.
And Dina, there's a home right now that they are investigating, that they are searching at 1080 Gano. It's a home very close to the elementary school, a home that's abandoned. There was a fire there several months ago. Are you familiar with this house? Have you ever talked to your daughter about this house?
I know about the house. I know about the fire. I didn't know that they were investigating it. I don't know really much more than what y'all know. I didn't know they were investigating, but she's never... I mean, just none of this makes any sense. She's never done anything like this. She never just would go and just not come back. That's not what my kids do. That's not how I raised them to be. So I don't really know more than you guys know.
These are the investigators say that none of the witnesses, most of them are kids, reported seeing her or talk to anybody.
None of the witnesses reported seeing her or talk to anyone.
Do you have any idea what on earth do you think must have happened? They saw her at one moment, the next moment she's gone.
What must have happened to her?
This is purely speculation because I don't know. But I think that when she ran off, she was upset and she got to a point and decided to stop and wait. And that this predator, this sick, I don't know what I'm allowed to say, but this sick person, he's not a man, he's not a person, was waiting. He'd been waiting, and that was the perfect opportunity. There was no one else around. That's the only thing I could think, and probably told her, I'm going to take you to your mommy.
How are you holding up?
How are you holding up?
Is it
This?
justice? Is that what you're doing?
Yes, yes. I just want him found. I want someone to have to pay for what has been done to my family.
Dina, so many people have come and they've given food. Is there anything you need?
My baby back. That's all I can say.
What about if someone has information out there? What do you want to say to those people?
Please, you don't have to tell them who you are. You don't have to. You're not going to be in trouble if you give the answers. Just help us find who this is. Don't let another. I never thought in all of my life that I would ever have to do this. Even know anybody. I don't want to see another parent feel empty.
What have you been able to tell your sons and your daughter?
I can't talk about that right now.
I understand.
Dina, if you could talk to the person that did this, if you could directly talk to their face, and if they're watching right now, what would you say?
You could talk to the person who did this. What would you do?
Watch out, we're coming.
Dina?
We're going to get you.
Thank you.
First, I'd like to get just basically your response to the candlelight vigil that you saw here last night. What would you like to say to all the folks who came out last night?
Response to the
Thank
candlelight
you.
vigil.
I can't believe. I can't believe it. And you know, you got one bad person who's taken something so precious away from me, but I've got so many other people who've done so much good. So it makes me feel a little bit better because it seems maybe there's a whole lot more good in the world than there is bad. But that one bad apple has just spoiled a whole lot of people's lives.
You know, what do you say to the fact that if this in fact was someone that in essence was watching Summer, it could very likely be someone who lives in this neighborhood?
I don't know. I mean, it could be it could be, you know, somebody I know. I don't know what to say.
Your children, have you talked to your children? Have you had a chance to ask them what that woman was?
No, they really, since this has all been going on, haven't been around because the media's been here and we need our privacy too, and we need our own time to deal. So I have had them other places just to keep them. This is so tragic. I mean,
How are they holding up?
they're a mess. My son, when he found out, my oldest, he punched things. He just bawled. He just fell out. And for a child, a son, a boy, I know men don't show emotion a lot, but we, all of us, my whole entire family, my friends, everyone, were devastated. I can't believe that they would put my baby in the trash.
Mark Lunsford has also commented on the situation. You've had a chance to